Welcome to Red Dead Redemption Undead Nightmare with
Adroth
and Reaper. And
For some reason, we switched our name order.
yeah, I don't know why.
That was your idea.
I know. But we're playing Undead Nightmare. At least I'm playing Undead Nightmare.
And I'll be playing Red Dead Redemption.
I've had a lot of experience with Red Dead Redemption.
And I have had a lot of experience driving a horse off a cliff.
Not literally, I hope.
On my main profile, I do.
I enjoy playing the Undead Nightmare series. It was actually my introduction to Red Dead Redemption, strangely enough. Back on the PlayStation 3. And we are both looking forward to the sequel, or prequel, as the case may be, when Red Dead Redemption comes out.
Well, I am now. I wasn't really looking forward to it.
Oh, well, he is now. Thank God.
I wasn't looking forward to it because I had no interest in the franchise.
And to top it off, not that you can see us, but we are playing this in complete darkness.
And be right back grabbing snacks.
He must feed the inner beast.
Whether a man can ever escape his past. He is a man who is ready for anything.
Or is he?
Most anything.
I don't know who the hell they got for the voice for that, but I like him.
Okay, what did I miss?
Just barely the opening. I hope that with Red Dead 2 they do another Undead Nightmare.
Well, I guess it'd be better than Red Dead Nightmare. That streak still gives me nightmares.
Damn.
Mother.
Language.
I'm sorry. I meant to say, damn this awful son I've raised with his stupid ways, and his shame that his mother swears like a sailor and sews like a blind man. Is that better, your lordship?
Much better, Mother dearest.
Oh, good. So glad I'm not going.
And none of the sass.
University education and are far too good to even acknowledge my existence when we pass on the street. And you gently kick me aside and begging old crow out of the way with your highly polished boot. Well, think of me kindly, at least, will you, my son?
I'll try to, Mother. I'll think, that woman I just kicked, that used to be my dear old potty-mouthed mom. Maybe I should bother to kick her harder.
Dear boy. Oh, I am so proud of you. Get off.
Thing it is, his feet really weren't on the furniture.
Maybe he can beat some sense into you.
Something funny's going on out there. Them dogs going crazy, wolves howling, birds flying.
Well, it's just the storm, John.
Maybe.
Oh no, the birds are flying.
Uncle make it back yet?
Alfred Hitchcock much?
I thought he was with you, off drinking in the fields. I mean, working, as you call it now.
He went into town a few hours ago after we busted that hammer working out in the meadow.
Well, he's probably holed up in some place of ill repute, waiting for the passing of the storm.
I hope so.
Well, that old man can take care of himself.
Okay, I want to know who the hell has an organ or full orchestra to follow them in a horror film.
I ate something funny.
Hoffy, no you don't.
Knowing your mother's cooking seems more than likely.
Well, talking about food, who's ready for some poisoning?
Me.
Yeah, if we had that webcam, you would have seen me raise my hand.
Yeah, we're working on the camera thing. I'm not certain you want to see this ugly mug. Or mine, for that matter.
What you read?
Nah, Hoffy's alright. Just...
Tell me.
It's been a while since we've been able to work together like this, so it's fun.
That should suit me just fine.
I really want to know what he's reading.
Well,
He tells
it's
you.
all about, in ancient times, how Aztec warriors worshiped the sun. But during full moons, some of them worship the moon instead. And upset the equilibrium of things. So anyway,
How's that country boy with no education to speak of other than books know what the hell equilibrium means. Ugh.
It's like everyone else, using big words trying to sound smart. Except he actually knows what he's talking about for some reason.
Now he knows more than his father. And his mother, for that matter.
That leaves him all alone.
He can barely read. She can't read at all.
Sure, the brave man has to kill everybody. Which
But,
is
partial spoilers for story.
Completely unbelievable. It's getting late. Guess we're not gonna see Uncle till morning.
Come on then, Abigail. Jack,
I thought they were gonna
get
eat.
yourself to bed, boy. Try to get some sleep.
ain't you worried about Uncle?
Sure.
Maybe they have some chocolate
Have to
from
wait till
somewhere.
morning, just like any other man would in his shoes. Night, son. Don't stay up reading too late.
That book's not called Too Late. At least I don't think so. Might be.
No.
See? Chocolate. Aphrodisiac.
They're sleeping. Speaking of Uncle, there he is. Or what's left of him. And this is why you don't take your gun belt off even when you're in your skivvies. Oh, that good Tiffany lamp. Shot to hell.
Are you sure that's a Tiffany?
Huh?
Are you sure that's a Tiffany?
It's in the style.
Where you going? Where you going?
Get my gun.
Why the hell isn't it with you?
She might have no guns in the bedroom policy.
God damn it.
Considering the... Well, no, he's actually after the shotgun.
After someone with enough power to put them down.
I'm sorry, a 45 slug will do the same.
Hey, at least it's smart enough to keep the bullets in the chamber.
Shells.
Shells in chamber.
Well, it's a shotgun and shotgun shells.
I'm not a marksman.
No. But you're a country boy. You should know the difference.
Don't eat your own kid, that's wrong.
Not even... They're not related.
I don't get... They're... So that guy's not really their uncle?
It's just an old fart that's hung around forever.
Turning on subtitles?
Yep. Casual makes things a little easier. We're here for the story, not my skills with the gun.
Although he is pretty darn good with a gun, I'll be handing stuff over for quick time events during gameplay. Such as shooting coyotes.
Oh, that's easy.
And probably racing after my first try.
Yeah, that's true.
But not Liar's Dice.
Well, that's actually a fun game to play.
I'm going to be playing Liar's Dice.
Okay. And yes, there are cheat codes for the game.
Which we're not going to be using because that'll take some of the fun out of it, right?
It takes... I don't even know if they'll work on here.
Of course they would.
Mind you, I've always had trouble with the cheat codes in Red Dead Redemption. The invincibility cheat would only last for a few minutes.
Hey, that might be working as intended.
Kill that poor bastard. Well, you okay, darling?
Boy, is he not that bright. He can't hear her crying.
Abigail.
He bit my neck. You think I'm alright? He's dumb as Mad Max.
Nah, Mad Max is a little smarter.
He asked if someone was done when the engine was on fire. Okay, now I can think. You don't bite your own kin. No biting. Didn't your mom ever teach you that?
She just bit him, you jackass.
Hey, look, it's one of the key items from the main game.
Yep, the lasso.
Lasso, lariat, well, lariat's more for...
Strangely enough, according to the game, they're actually still alive.
Yeah.
Otherwise...
Because your family's special.
Yep. Now, the cool thing is, with other zombies...
Deal with your half-witted son.
Ouch.
Bernie dead even when he's undead. Well, at least it's not Molotovs, right?
Oh, no, you get those later. They're called fire bottles.
Pull yourself together, damn it.
I'd still love it if he's correcting his dad's grammar even as a zombie. That would be amusing to me.
He would have a hard time staying around diminished brain functions. Now he surely is half-witted. So the line he gave was true. Thank God the flap in the back didn't fail.
Doesn't look like there's a flap on the back.
There is, you can see it. But he realizes something. See, there's a gun case right there. And besides, if you've played the actual game, you know that you have a ton of weapons by the end of the game.
And most of them you get for free.
If you do things right. Or if you're impatient, you can spend some cash on them.
But there's a few weapons that you can only get through the stores. Like the explosive rifle.
Or the Mauser 96 model. The broom handle. Which is my favorite weapon in the game because it's 15 round capacity plus it's fully automatic.
What's the range?
Pretty decent.
Be back as soon as I can.
I still think it's funny that something that
It's
doesn't,
in this.
you know, that a placebo gives you better gunshot stuff.
A placebo?
The snake oil, it's a placebo.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
No, it's actually something to get you shit-faced.
it doesn't do a darn thing, you know, for you health-wise.
Other than go through you like a dose of salts, to quote John Marston.
Guess I best go find me a doctor.
You know, it would really suck if that guy wasn't turned.
I would shoot him anyway. Come near my house while all hell's breaking loose.
Oh, there's something.
There's something very unique about this game because of how Hothy obtained it. We have access to the one, the only, if you would. Come on out now.
Yep.
There you are.
That's not the horse.
Wait, don't I?
You have
I
to
have
use.
it.
You have to use the deed for it. But okay, when we were doing a little test run of this,
Warhorse came out immediately.
No, when you did a little test run of this, you walked in there, grabbed your horse, and smacked your head on the door.
Yep.
It was funny.
We're gonna go through there and see if that can happen.
Smacked your head right on that post, and who should have just knocked you off.
Well, maybe they'll make it a little more realistic because
Thunk.
it's bigger on the inside than it is the outside.
But
Now, actually, speaking of inside the barn, there's something I want to show you guys.
is there something you didn't show me when we were here last?
I showed you something, but I don't have to get off the horse this time. Up there it says, "Oh my son, my blessed son,"
Oh, that.
in white. That is actually a code for the main game. It allows you to
Bonk.
play as Jack early in the game.
Sorry, I could not resist laughing just because you ran your head smack into a
You know, they could have gotten a little bit
times.
creepy with the music by not having any at all. So what we're going to do...
Oh, come on. I like the music. We're going to have to fix that later, you know?
Oh, no, we won't.
I mean, for the main game.
No, we won't. It makes it a little creepier. The sound effects are still on. But we wouldn't have this in a real zombie apocalypse.
This game missed the excellent...
The Walking Dead meets the Wild Wild West.
They missed the excellent opportunity to use Ghost Riders in the Sky.
Yes, they did miss that opportunity, but they found something else.
But this game, you know, it's the perfect setting for that. Born to chase the devil's herd.
Yeah, chasing the devil's herd. Well, depends on how you look at it.
Oh, hey, remember when War despawned on you?
Well, we'll deal with war later. Right now, we gotta get to Blackwater.
You found him on the way last time.
No, I was on the way to Hennigan's Stead at that point.
Weren't you intentionally avoiding a certain part of the map?
Yeah, I was. This time, I'm not going to. The last time we tried to film this, somebody left the Elgato plugged into the wrong port. Coffee.
Whoops.
Yeah, we missed an entire week, entire day's worth of filming.
Hey, we had fun.
Yeah, we did. It's also on his birthday, so... Hoffy's a year older.
I'm a score in 8.
Now, kudos to those who can figure that out. I doubt the younger generation will figure that out very quickly.
Believe me, I actually looked this up so I could make that joke.
I knew what it meant. A score means 10 years.
No, it's 20 years.
Nope, 10. Otherwise, the line from President Lincoln's Gettysburg Address would not be 4 score, it'd be 2 score and 7 years. So it's 4 score.
I will say this after we're done, okay? I'm recording this one.
Alright, ready to find some more zombies?
Is that another cheat?
These are not cheats.
It has, it has to be written in white to be a cheat?
I'll show you where a lot of the cheat codes are placed in that game.
And they're actually in the newspapers, right?
Most of them, yeah, at the bottom right-hand corner.
Up, up, down, down, left, right, BA, start!
Wrong game.
You have no idea how many games that works in.
Oh, I know how many games work that way. Oh, we got a white U.
You suck.
No.
U-turn?
There's another one. Things are different now. That's in white.
Is that a cheat code?
I don't know. We may check those out later.
Yeah, we can put the cheats on my profile. It's not going to affect anything.
Okay. Notice how only certain parts of the world are on fire.
It could be more on fire.
Mr. Marston, sir!
Better than his brain.
My brain's not on fire yet.
No, because you're not hungry yet.
Well, I did, but
Seth Green?
another round of research, and now all hell is quite literally broken loose.
Unclean.
What is going on?
Well, sir,
I don't see the difference.
a man of great learning, a thinker, a wise man. I'm
Gosh.
honest with you, sir. I haven't got a fucking clue.
I haven't got a fucking clue. I love that line. Yes, this is a rated M game.
I have no idea!
Other survivors? Band together?
What's fun for
Find
me,
a cure. Or fight to the death trying.
Well, that sounds great and all, but
I love his hat.
I'm not sure that I'm not cut out for such shenanigans. I was thinking more that
Shenanigans, I love that
finding a
word.
horse and riding
You've never heard the word shenanigans?
No, I think I love that word.
before writing a paper on the events from the comfort of my study. I'm a scientist after all, right? I mean, I can't do much science if I'm some bloodshot dervish's lunch, can I? Much as I would like.
Your sense of
Well,
He's actually an addict.
I'm gonna search the back.
Heroin or some such. Something he has to shoot into his arms.
You know, Holmes is also an addict.
I know, but he lets it get control of him.
Would you please? I'm going to wander down that lonely, deserted street.
Cocaine to clear his head and heroin to... for fun, I think. He was a heroin addict in the books.
In the books, he was a heroin addict, but he never
And
touched cocaine.
And cocaine, yeah.
He only touched cocaine on certain missions or certain.
He really needed to clear his head out.
But a good sort.
He's a high-functioning sociopath, don't you know?
Well, the version with Benedict Cumberbatch, maybe.
He's always been a high-functioning sociopath.
High functioning, yes. I don't know about sociopath the whole time.
I'm saying he's indifferent towards people's emotions in the books. If you haven't
Our
noticed,
time has passed. That's another one in white.
I'm a huge Sherlock Holmes fan.
Yes, unfortunately, where we live, there is a place in a town not too far from here. I'm not going to name which one.
We're not going to name the place. We're not going to name the town.
The town. What was it called?
The Baker Street Pub and Grill. And that's kind of what happened to it. It closed for absolutely no reason. It was a Sherlock Holmes themed bar. Yeah, and it had bathrooms that were behind bookcases. It was so cool.
You know the fixtures are still there.
Yeah, I really liked that place. It was the atmosphere was amazing.
All right, time to meet some screaming little girl.
With, and are you going to point out the other thing about the other little girl?
If she pops up.
You mean when?
Yeah.
In here, mister.
Come out.
You know, be really scary. Smart zombies.
Come out.
Actually, Romero did do that. I think he passed on recently.
You mean zombies that could speak?
No, zombies that could learn how to shoot a gun. Start to remember how to function in terms of other higher cognitive functions.
So they were kind of ghouls more than zombies.
No, they still create flesh, but there's only a few of them that could actually function on a higher rate.
That's what I meant. Like a ghoul that is, you know, it still eats human flesh, but it's able to pass as human in some cases, you know?
So, it does affect the long dead as well as the short term.
Walk onto the porch.
And you would just need to burn them up with a big Molotov cocktail.
A nuke wouldn't hurt either, but they didn't have those then.
It's 1911 or 1915, isn't it?
1911.
It's right after the Wright brothers did the flight.
They talk about that in the main game.
You weren't bad, mister, you weren't.
No one deserves to have
Her hair is alright, except
Mary
the clips.
Jane Watson.
He knew how to use his fist. And if a woman spoke out her place, he reminded her of it and everything.
Yeah, this game's incredibly sexist, but
It's Rockstar. What do you expect?
it's
And I love
it's
a lot of
also
Rockstar's games.
it's also culturally accurate for the time, which
To an
is
extent,
kind of sad, really.
honestly, some of it's taken to the extremes in places.
But at least they show that
The way that women were treated,
I think at least it's
Pretty close.
At least they're showing something accurate, right?
yeah.
It might not be pretty.
I'm
but
sorry, millennial equality in back then would just not work in a film.
It also doesn't work in this setting.
Cemetery over by the church.
I was talking about a Western film like this, or in a video game like this.
I'm gonna go have a look.
I'm still wondering what gave him that scar.
Probably a wildcat.
I don't need to see any more of my relatives. Here, mister. Take this. If you can burn them.
Now, the last time we were playing, we saw someone in the window
Not
back
this
there.
window. We saw it at the sheriff's office.
No, there was a zombie in the window.
You see my Uncle Mordecai? Burn him. Burn him real good, you hear?
Makes you wonder what her uncle did.
I have a
To earn
feeling
such-
I know,
Yeah,
but I'm not saying that.
I'm not going to say anything without corroboration.
I'm saying that he also seems like the person who's, prone to inbreeding.
He seems a little prone to being a creep. Hey, you're supposed to be... Thank you.
Well, he's a raisin now.
A raisin?
I'm implications.
Come on.
What do raisins come from?
Grapes.
And grape sounds like
No, I'm talking about the twerp I just shot.
and now he's a potato. I was gonna say pancake, but potato came out of my mouth first.
Yeah, considering you don't like potatoes that well.
Mash him!
Yeah, you'd be right there with my mother on that one.
The ends.
I prefer french fries myself.
I like French fries, but I don't like potatoes. Who'd have figured?
Well, live and learn.
French fries aren't even French, I think.
They're actually no, they're not. They're no, it's pommes frites in French.
Papa's fritas.
Reincarnation.
And I have a feeling that our French friends are gonna definitely
I have a friend who is French.
who's a francophobe, no joke, or francophile, whatever.
I have a friend. My
Blame
friend,
who?
Blame.
Blame Washington. I blame.
Blame
Ima-
well, they're blaming the government.
Yeah, and there's another you again.
Might be a horseshoe.
Slow mind.
What did you call it?
He's-
Slow mind?
Small mind.
Wow.
Rude much, ain't he?
Rude, but still accurate. Look at this game is beautiful.
It's for a game that was made back in.
No, for a game now.
Well, I'm talking about when it was made. It was made a number of years ago.
Yeah, it was Xbox 360 game.
And PS3. I'm watching this
Miniature
on
Nerd
the-
points us out several times in his own playthrough that this is an Xbox 360 game. And he always compliments how beautiful it is, but in his playthrough, John kind of snapped his neck.
Yeah, we're hoping that doesn't. I'm trying to see if I can get it.
Yeah, his head did a complete 180 and his body stayed facing the other. I think it just did it! It just did it!
I don't think so.
You'll see in the. I'll get the screen.
We'll have to
later.
look and screenshot it. Right now, I'm looking
Oh
for.
my gosh! It just did it. I saw his head facing backwards for a split second.
I don't know if it'll happen.
I think we should just keep moving before. If it happens,
I don't want
I'll
to
let you
lose
know.
our friends here.
Yeah,
There should be a point where I can pick up some ammunition, but I may
Any
not
ammo
unlock
canisters?
that yet. Oh, I haven't unlocked that point yet. I have to go to the cemetery first.
and burn them all. So he could be more on fire, yeah. Like that.
Second time around.
Hey, some shotgun ammo.
Oh, shoot.
Nope. Stab.
Stab, stab, stab.
With the butt of a torch.
I wonder how many of these people are freshly dead.
And how many of them are long dead?
You're not fully dead unless you're zestfully dead.
Zestfully or successfully?
Zestfully it's a soap commercial joke. You're not fully clean unless you're zestfully clean.
Oh god, I don't even watch commercials anymore.
You can blame the nostalgia critic for that one. He has a 3-hour commercial block.
Oh lord. Alright, we're gonna do some pretty much stupid.
Go into a graveyard in a zombie movie.
Yep, and what's worse is I used to live near a graveyard. I'm like, oh, I prayed every day. Oh dear Lord, please don't let the zombie apocalypse hit today.
Hey, but you know the zombie apocalypse will be a formal affair.
Oh yeah, very much so.
Black tie event.
Well, yeah. We'll also see a bunch of skeletons roaming around too. I mean, think about it.
The more modern ones it'll be a black tie.
Most of them are locked in a vault. Strangely enough, it's not going to be as bad as you think. Besides, the most realistic possibility of a zombie apocalypse will not be...
Whoa, that was a nice camera angle.
Oh yeah.
How often does the game do that?
Oh, when it's within a certain range, it's called an execution. Oh, look who's up. You know, she wanted me to burn him.
It's a boomer!
Nah, he ain't a boomer.
It's the build of a boomer from Left 4 Dead. Running zombies. Something that's absolutely terrifying. Anyone to just burn them and be done with it? He's taking quite a few to go down, probably because of all that bloated flesh.
Now,
And who
for
do
her, stay down.
I think you missed. Wait,
No,
he still
it's
did he still make? Was that him talking there?
No, there might be another one running around here.
Where's Seth when you need him?
Nah, Seth is not the least of my worries.
Where-
Mind you,
That creepy necrophile.
necrophiliac is the term.
I think he does unspeakable things to dead bodies.
Very unspeakable.
Creep in his glass eye.
Well, he's not got a glass eye. He just found one. He is actually a treasure hunter. You'll see in the main game.
He's a creep.
And what I'm actually thinking of, Hoffy.
I'm playing, you know it.
I know it. It's just I know that I'm going to end up having to play to save your sorry hide a few times. Mainly when it comes to doing the dueling missions.
Dueling I can get with Deadeye.
But it's not so easy at first. So, Blackwater's graveyard has been cleansed.
Will it be uncleansed again later?
Yeah.
Is there anything else to grab here?
We're just going to take a little bit of a...
Yeah, I've been playing Final Fantasy, and the idea of grab everything is kind of stuck.
Well, the idea of grab everything you possibly can in this game is an important thing.
You ran right past some lootables.
I don't even have a sniper rifle yet. I have the repeater carbine, which helps.
Hey, well, at least you'll have ammo when you get the sniper rifle.
Yeah, that's true.
About how
Because right when you get the gun, you have Jack Squad ammo for it.
Very little ammo.
that about sums up my luck recently.
Right now, you're about as broke as a joke. Because Undead Nightmare has no currency.
Yeah. Ammo is your currency.
Like, you can't...
No one ever really thought to pick up, you know...
Bottle caps?
No.
Purified water?
No. This isn't Fallout, you yuts.
That's my favorite
I'll go full on Sophia Petrillo on your butt if you keep up that line.
Okay, Fallout is my favorite version of...
I like Fallout 2, okay? In fact, we will be doing our Fallout series.
But we're not going to be playing Fallout 2 because that thing is old and I don't know how to record from my computer.
We're working on that. Mind you, I'd like to play some of the original Fallout.
It's
Actually,
it's
Bethesda,
turn-based.
Bethesda,
turn-based.
you know, I got an idea for you.
They don't...
If
they
anyone's listening or watching.
Need the soda.
No. What I was gonna say before I was rudely interrupted is go back and remake some of your original games.
They didn't make the first 2 Fallouts. Those were made by an independent company.
Well, go back, make the first games. Now that they own the rights, they can.
They bought them after when they made Fallout 3. Okay.
And then, you know, go and make them the right way.
Finish New Vegas, for crying out loud.
Yeah. Actually, that's Obsidian.
The contract out Obsidian, I think, does want to finish it because Jay Sawyer mod, quote unquote, finished the game.
Well, you know what? I like New Vegas. I like Fallout 3. I like Fallout 4. I've not played any of the others because they're all turn-based and the graphics weren't so great. I think they should go back and remake the old games.
They'd have to build it from scratch just because.
No, they'd have the models from the other games.
I'm making a high def. It's nothing if you
all they have to do is just get the character.
It'd still
models.
be turn-based.
No, it wouldn't. I wouldn't. I'd make it like the others.
Like I said, you have to
update it. And I say this to I would have said to Kojima.
Hey, he's got his own game coming out.
No, for the original Metal Gear. I didn't start playing until Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater.
My first was Revengeance. Oh, I love that soundtrack.
Yeah, I do too. We may do a playthrough of that at some point.
We might not. You have any idea how much the copyright bots would hate us?
Oh, I know. But at the same time, I don't care.
I don't want to lose our channel, okay?
I'll turn off the music.
But the music,
yeah, we'll get the soundtrack elsewhere and you can listen to it with earbuds.
Yeah, just open up Metal Gear Revengeance in a different tab and you know where the music goes. But the copyright bots would kill us.
They would want to. There's always Metal Gear Solid 4, there's Phantom Pain.
Which I've actually beaten. Got the true ending, and I got Quiet back.
Yeah, that took him a bit of doing.
And
okay, excuse me. I know I've been watching every cutscene, but this part just kind of annoys me.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. For people who are, you know, in the big town, they're pretty damn stupid. Particularly this bunch. But watch what happens to them.
Instant karma.
And I can't shoot the humans.
Downward spiral. What's that one for again?
Ah.
You got 2 achievements in a row.
Okay, first off, the fast-moving zombies.
That was introduced in the very first zombie film.
No.
Night of the Living Dead.
Nope, they didn't have fast movers there.
They were
the original Night of the Living Dead had just the shambling, slow ones.
I actually used to have a review of that.
I've seen the original film. It's pretty damn scary. Even though it's made in black and white.
It created the... Hey, that makes it more scary.
And, you know, the funny thing is, at the time we're filming this, it's September. We're right before Halloween, so you can't get much better than that.
A little over a month away from Halloween.
Yeah, just about. It's actually, sadly, it's September 11th, 2017. It's been, oh my god, not 20 some years.
It's been
it's 16, 17 years now?
No, I think it was 9/11/01, wasn't it?
Yeah, 9/11 of
16.
2001. 16 years.
I was still in middle school.
So was I. In fact, I can distinctly remember.
I remember that day all my classes were canceled.
Not mine. I went to public school.
I mean, they canceled our classes. We went to the lunchroom, watched the news footage.
They had the news footages going on in my first hour class.
I can remember my dad driving me to school and telling me to be quiet because on the way to school is when the planes hit.
I know. I was going to middle school.
And yes, I actually am kind of crying right now.
The one time you get to shoot at humans is when they shoot at you.
I don't like remembering that.
If we don't remember, then we're doomed to forget.
I just think I don't like thinking about it. Okay.
And we're doomed to repeat the same travesties. History will repeat
And I don't
itself.
think you're allowed to open these chests, are you? Well, what do you know?
I actually don't cry for things like that. I get mad. mostly mad at what the terrorists did and the lives that were lost, just because they want to, you know.
Let's try and keep politics out of our thing.
It's not. Excuse me. Come here, you. Anyway, sorry.
I'm sorry. Keeping
everyone.
politics out of the channel is probably the best, just because that's
Politics
a whole
are
heap
bound
of
to-
trouble I'm not ready to get into.
Politics creep in everywhere.
Okay.
Okay, so we're here.
This channel's meant to be fun.
Yeah, but unfortunately it's a sad day. But I was in middle school, they started playing, you know, they started airing the news stations. I thought it was actually, and I hate to say this, I thought it was like a movie trailer or something that was going on.
And
I had no
I thought
clue.
it was just someone talking jokes on the radio.
We were working on a project for my geography class. I didn't stay in school all day. My mother came and got me almost towards the end of my second hour, which was orchestra. I used to play the violin.
Oh, I'd like to hear them time.
I was never very any good. I was always at the back of the orchestra.
Best view in the house.
Not really.
Your back seats are highest.
No. They're also where the worst players are.
Hey, at least these zombies don't shoot you.
True. Unlike some Romero's.
Undead Sharpshooter rank 2. Whoa. This is kind of getting a bit disorienting.
Yeah. Ooh, found some serious amount of ammo.
Moonshine.
And we got the rolling block rifle, the sniper rifle. So, now we're going to go up. Got a serious amount of ammunition. It's actually a very spacious place. Works pretty well as a base.
But you also need to be able to block off the entrances.
I've often,
Zombies can't jump.
and in some games and variants, they can't even climb stairs.
Trip over themselves and fall down.
I mean, if you think about it, a real zombie should not be able to climb a set of stairs. Okay, so we were there. We're actually going to go up into the mountains, up to this point, and this point up here, as well as maybe deal with that.
How's Steve's Landing holding out?
We're not to that point yet. That's over here. That's actually right in here somewhere. There's a little island area.
So is it locked behind story or something?
It's locked behind the fact that I haven't ran through there yet. I just want to come through here and get this.
I want my big red chicken.
Big red chicken. Yes. In Final Fantasy, he made a bipedal racing bird called. He had it colored a bright red, and he named it Barry Allen. DC, please sit on him for it. No, not really.
Wait.
I'm not a big DC fan.
It's the only joke I could think of to make with a, racing chicken.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry, but the Flash isn't a chicken. He's actually
He runs away from everything. And
No, he doesn't. Because usually he's coming up on the other side to knock it for a series of many slow rolls. Or, in his case, many fast ones.
But Flash has one of my favorite moments in the Justice League animated series. When Lex Luthor unmasks him, I have no idea who this is.
Yeah. Actually, there's a scene in one of them where Lex from an alternate universe comes in, Superman realizes, and sitting in a chair in a prison, because one of the horses has arrived.
Because one of the... Wait, what? That's a non sequitur if I've ever heard one.
No, one of the horses is here.
Because you said...
It's not war. It's pestilence.
That him?
No, that's a goat. And it's despawned.
Are you certain?
It would be blue in this area.
How can you tell it was pestilence?
Nope, there it is.
I don't see him.
You will in a second.
Where's your lasso?
Yep. Right here.
Oh.
That is one of the 4 horses of the apocalypse, ladies and gentlemen.
Grab him, grab him.
I'm trying.
How'd I get myself into this?
Balance,
tip.
balance.
You know, you actually can just move it back and forth really fast, and you should be able to.
He probably does this a lot longer than the normal. You're too far to the side.
I'm all right.
He's doing this a lot longer than a normal horse. And that's probably a lot stronger than your war horse.
Its stamina lasts longer, but it does leave a trail of disease in its wake.
You got a plague horse.
Effectively. Very Nurglite.
Wait, what?
Pestilence is almost impossible to kill. Trust me, I've been able to put Pestilence down a few times.
And the other thing,
Get off me!
wait. Did you have the ringtone for Metal Gear sound?
Uh-huh.
It just went off. Behind you.
Oh yeah, there's undead bears too.
Zombear!
Time to run. I've got to get to a high point.
At least your health is coming back. Where's your horse?
He'll be around. And I always have Warhorse if I need it.
So I'm guessing there's only 4 ranks of undead horsemen?
There's Pestilence, Famine, War, and then the Pale Horse itself. Death.
Do they have better stats or something? I mean, do they each have different stats?
They each have different really cool abilities about it.
Oh, come on. You walked right off the edge.
I know what I did. Don't start with me.
One thing I like about that warhorse item, it's permanent.
Second time around.
I wonder what features they're going to bring to the table with the new one. I'm not even sure when it's supposed to be out.
Okay, there's your horse. Saw your horse for a second.
Now I have Tomahawks.
You have missiles?
Nope.
The Tomahawk's a missile.
Nope. It's an actual weapon here. Okay, so
I'm just messing with you.
I know. That's Manzanita Post. Now we're going up here. This one has each one gives you a weapon, which is almost every single weapon in the game.
Or have weapon variants, rather?
Well, no, it gives you almost every weapon in the game.
Does it give you the golden gun?
No, I don't have that here.
It's part of the DLC. It gives you extra fame.
Yeah, for that. For this, we don't need it. So I don't want the golden gun. And yes, Bond fans, I do know of the golden gun reference. I used to watch a lot of James Bond.
And no, not the toy seller from Arkansas. That'd be creepy.
Yes, I'm talking about the British secret agent.
Who's really bad at being subtle.
Well, he tries, and then usually it goes out the window.
It's because of him, I'm pretty sure that they have a no sleeping with coworkers policy. Which he violates every single day.
I don't know about that. I think and he doesn't sleep with his coworkers. Because most of his other coworkers are men. He's not that way.
Moneypenny?
He never does. They flirt a lot. That's all they do.
The person that was evaluating him?
That was an outside company. Doesn't count.
Hired by...
By M. I know. You need to look at the original films, the old ones, the ones with Sean Connery, Roger Moore. Huh?
My favorites.
Yeah, mine too. I actually do prefer the old ones. In fact, Sean Connery happens to be my favorite Bond out of all of them.
GoldenEye is one of my favorite,
Well, GoldenEye, the video game, was actually my introduction into the world of James Bond. It was because of that I started watching the old films.
I like the movie for GoldenEye.
It's alright.
There's two.
I do not like the remake of the video game they did. That one just bombed.
Was
No pun
Rare
intended.
involved with it?
No.
That's why.
Well, the thing is, they added levels. Well, they didn't add levels. They condensed levels. They took out levels, and they used the wrong damn Bond. They used Daniel Craig.
It's supposed to be Brosnan, isn't it?
It was Pierce Brosnan in the film and in the original video game.
Well, I thought they were just adding in the other Bonds.
No, he actually plays the Bond for that game in that one, which
Why?
I don't know why.
Maybe they lost the rights to use his likeness.
Probably because they lost the rights to use Pierce Brosnan because he's no longer playing Bond.
But there was also a plan to include all the previous Bonds.
That's in a separate video game called 007 Legends, which I've yet to play. If I ever get a hold of it, we'll do it for the channel because I am a Bond fan. And they're supposed to have many Bonds in that one. In fact, they even did a James Bond Jr. thing. Not a son, but when he was a child.
I think, right? No, it's not. No, it's not even that. It's his uncle. James
No.
Bond is his uncle.
No.
In the cartoon.
No,
yeah.
shut up and let me explain. I'm talking a series of books that were done with James Bond being a child and at a particular school
That's
in
his
the UK.
nephew.
No, it's not. Okay, trust me, I read the books.
Whoa.
I've read the books, Caleb.
Well, he also did a cartoon where he is his uncle.
That is totally unassociated with the books. Unfortunately, I was only able to find 2 around here. I used to own those books, actually. It was James Bond. I don't know why he was living with his grandmother. He wasn't actually living with. He didn't live with his parents. Probably because I think they died during World War II or something. We are talking.
Why is it called James Bond Jr. if it's a young James Bond?
Because it's just younger Bond. Instead of it, I mean, Junior denotes the fact that it's a younger version of him.
Well, Indiana Jones is Henry Jones Jr.
Mm.
What?
How many times I have to
You better carry. If you think you're living, I suggest just send the horse after him. The horse will kill him.
Well, the death horse actually will. When you hit them, they just die. Again.
Do you have to get the other 3? The other 3 first?
Yeah, you have to play through the game before you can get a hold of the pale horse.
So it's a replay only thing?
No. Now I have the bolt action rifle.
Isn't that a single shot?
No. It's 5 rounds. It's just you have to move the bolt every time. I could have used this on them.
Dinamite. Must be
Dynamite.
Italian. Hoodwink joke.
Very funny. But so yeah, most of this game, this game really does have a lot of plot to it. I mean, it does, but it's not like the full game.
To put this much effort into a DLC, you've got to appreciate it.
Oh, of course.
And it makes this game completely playable on its own.
Oh yeah, that's actually how I discovered Red Dead Redemption, was through this. I was on a zombie game kick. I was tired of Resident Evil 5. Resident Evil 6 hadn't come out yet.
We're not even going to bring up 7 because that wasn't even a concept yet.
Well, it was in the long-range concept. I mean, obviously, if you have a 6, you should have a 7.
Really? You don't need to. You can just
I'm
have
waiting
a
for
6.
Resident Evil 8 now.
Are you sure there's going to be an 8?
I hope so. Hey, Capcom, if you're listening, I'd like to help. Actually, Capcom seriously kind of stomped on an idea for a fan fiction I was doing.
You can still do it. It's fan fiction.
No, they took my idea. Unintentionally, they used a large-scale outbreak, a Class 3, which is not a small town. It's actually a large metropolis area. Something over the population of, say, 35,000. Hell, even 35,000 would be considered a Class 3. Class 2 is a small town, under 10,000 in population. You know what's terrible? I know that
So what would you classify as an outbreak at Comic Con, which has 100,000 people attending?
Oh, Class 4 or more.
And then there's a whole of San Diego to consider.
Oh, actually, that's still part of a Class 3, Class 4 area. Class 5 is, you know, the zombie apocalypse itself. The whole, you know, where you know, there's fall of governments, etc.
Let's go.
That's how that.
Oh, yeah, Comic Con, 100,000 people, all gathered in one place. And that's in addition to San Diego's population.
Yep. Every year.
I've been going for the past 6 years. 6 or 7.
Safe town nearby. Can you take me?
Hey, at least the people here in this part of the game aren't horsejacking you.
Hey.
Not in this case. I carry a ton of firepower. She's barely got any
you just put
skivvies
her
on.
And so it's a prostitute you just picked up.
Potentially. But right now, that doesn't matter. She's a survivor, and short of having another one running around trying to bite me.
In the base game, that person would have horsejacked you.
It's called horse theft.
Slow down.
But she's riding on a horse of the apocalypse. I wonder if she realizes
Side
that.
saddle.
Come on.
That's the style she's riding, yeah?
Uh-huh.
I know horses. And I know horses. I know a horse should not be doing that. So, does Pestilence actually do anything as a function?
What?
Is that War up there?
No,
The yellow dot?
you'll know War when he...
What's
War,
what's a yellow dot?
Whoa there.
that's my destination.
Let's go.
War will make himself manifest when it's time.
And then despawn.
Yeah,
Right afterwards.
If he's smart, yes.
Hey.
There's a cool little trick I can do to get back off this mountain.
Oh, tips and tricks.
Well, not really. It's I'm assuming a lot of people have played this game by now, but it's a bit of a retro thing, and I enjoy it.
So, glitching through the mountain by any chance?
No. I'll show you.
Yeah. Slow down.
All right. Sorry about that. You know, with all these rocks, you think a horse would break its leg by now.
Not that horse.
Yeah, it did say that pestilence is almost impossible to, or famine, whichever one this is.
Well, it looked... I think it is Pestilence considering the... It doesn't look skinny, okay?
No skinnier than any other.
I think it looks like it has disease, you know, video game representation of diseases coming off it.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
I won't forget you. I'll give you a quickie later.
No problem.
Well then!
You were right. And he just did not even react to it.
He's not coming back.
No, he comes back a few times. But there's no missions that draw us here specifically. Now we're heading for a place called Thieves' Landing.
I brought that up earlier. Oh, shoot.
Certainly.
Consider yourself... Did you say consider yourself cured?
Yep.
Hey, look at... It's a shooting gallery. Oh, shoot!
Bang. Bang. Bang.
I'd hightail it out of here. Considering
No, I'm clearing out a space for a campground.
I'm in the shit now.
Did he say ship or shit? Whoop.
You just shot your horse! You shot him dead! One shot!
It was a headshot!
And he's bleeding out.
I can't move, I'm stuck.
You screwed up.
No, I'm not.
I thought you said these things were near impossible to kill.
They are supposed to be near impossible.
Shoots it dead in one shot. Might have to load.
No.
Is there a dodge button? Try rolling towards the other way. There's no fast travel without your horse.
Well, at this point, I think we'll leave it here for now.
I think we just need to load save.
So this has been... I haven't saved it yet.
Reaver, who is that? Sorry, Reaver, just finish it off.
I can't finish this off right now, so... Anyway, this has been Reaper.
And Adderhoff.
And until next time, please like, share, subscribe, and comment if you have any constructive comments.
Help, we're stuck.
Oh, we're not. See ya!